Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining Archangel Alts. I'm going to do a Freeman market update, Freeman Watch 2019. Want to take you over to BTT. There's something that is very uncommon taking place. The volume is getting up there to where we are reaching something we haven't seen for a long time, where we're seeing liquidity happen here. So it's pretty exciting. This is just movement that you would not normally see with something that has 200, 300, sometimes more 100 Bitcoin per position, and with it being still not worth a penny yet. It's very unusual to see this kind of movement happen. Really exciting. So it's not going to last long. You have to be super mega careful. And because I actually need to do a login, but just wanted to be able to show you what's happening here. So something that I will kind of teach over and over, but the market will always provide us examples. A formula that you're wanting to watch for, and this is something that every really good trader knows this on one level or another, but we kind of have a special process that will help you to do extremely well in your trades if you know the right things to watch for. The current value, cost, or rate. We have this as the very last two units traded against Bitcoin. So it's very low in value. Usually it takes a really long time for this to process. But the main determining factor is its 24-hour volume. If this was like 7 or 8, if this were 7 or 8 Bitcoin 24-hour volume, then it would be completely understandable that it would have a really tough time passing positions through. But in this case, it has just gone from 16,000 24-hour volume to over 17,000 Bitcoin in 24 hours. And the reason I popped on here so quickly is because I watched it clear two different positions. One of them had 700 Bitcoin in them, and it did it in a minute. So I'm not sure that I have ever actually seen that, and that's going on more than 14 months of just being glued to this 24/7. Okay, not exactly 24/7, but so BTT has an extremely short history. I believe that it is a blockchain project between Tron and Binance. Not a huge Tron fan, mainly just because of its leadership. But we're going to ignore some of the ideological things and just look at this purely from a market standpoint. If there was, like Nazi coin or something, then I might change my mind. But in this case, BitTorrent has its ups and downs. If there are ways to legitimize file sharing and not encourage bad behavior, then that would be good. But you can see that it's way down really heavy right here, and really in the three most current positions. People have high expectations of it going up to 40, and it went up to 37 the last time. So if this is actually going to continue to gain momentum, then what you are watching for is the combination of just how big of a deal this is to clear, what the size of the current positions are in the order book, and whether it's got enough volume to create liquidity. And that's the really big deal, is that we've actually seen a trend here of actual real liquidity. Over just a few days, this is 210 to present. So in 2 days, it's been able to travel from 20 up to 31, maybe even 32. Wow, and that's several percentages per each of those. So that explains why so many people are piling on here. The thing is, like, if you got in at, let's just say 29, and this slows down and starts going back down to 28, 27, and people start to get scared or lose interest, you got a real problem, because that position's going to sit for, potentially a very long time. But this is the entire history. We started at 6. I may have not ever seen anything that is worth less. But it quickly doubled, which means that anybody that was willing to take that initial risk is very happy, depending on how far they wrote it up. So then, this is kind of scary range, and even more sell-off, like, cut your losses time. And of course, this is probably synced up to what was happening in Bitcoin at that time. I'm not really watching that correlation right now. I just wanted you guys to see this. I'm going to update you on a tried and true trading because we were able to clear positions before I started the stream today. And that was, I believe that was over in CDT. No, I'm not going to second guess because short-term memory due to crazy, unprecedented meets unprecedented. This is just absolutely amazing. And the fact that it slowed down a tiny bit there for just a millisecond, that's kind of what I expected. We're entering a kind of sideways part of Bitcoin, but I'm really happy to see that it has protected itself from that 3623 range. It is still holding, in the afternoon, going into the afternoon for Tuesday Eastern Standard Time on 2/12/2019. Bitcoin is holding strong at 3644, and I'm hoping to see an uptrend. So this does not make me at all concerned if it is teetering between 29 and 30. It was just really, I wish I was able to get to this faster than I did, but just watch how it's clearing these positions. You usually do not see something that is at this level of value be able to chew through positions so quickly. It's just unbelievable. So much money passing through this. Good for you, Binance, for the fees that you are earning on this. That's the right version of capitalism happening in front of our faces. Woohoo. So other than that, not huge ginormous stuff, but I'm going to come back and just show that I'm happy to see some of the same kind of movement with Nano. We do have some positions we're trying to clear there. Doc has had a little bit of fun. You can see kind of similar movement in these. IOST has been really interesting. Phoenix has been really interesting. Really happy about this. Oh, it came so close to clearing some of the ones that we are waiting on clearing. It's a really happy time in the market. This is not a bull run, in my opinion, so don't get overly zealous. We had a really good value, a really good pickup here, but bull run is about how long it lasts, and we are living in a market that is about anomalies, so don't get tricked by those. Just kind of running through some of these that have been popping up. Have to zoom in to see the rise of quantum, and I'm really bullish with the things that have been happening with waves. It's one of those things where you really need to stick with it for hours, so I am going to kind of focus the next live trading without a net around some of these coins that are my regular coins. And once we start adding members, I'm going to start adding some more and more of my process. So we'll add the scanner signaler stuff in, so I do a better job of following what I normally do. Launch week, I would not expect to be able to keep up the same pace of trading, but I'm happy that we're getting some stuff cleared in the midst of everything. Very excited. For those of you who are already following, thank you so much. If you know people, tell people, because we are looking to grow organically and help the world do better with their crypto. All right, we will come back to you very soon. Just wanted to show you this ridiculous, crazy BTT stuff, and I just, keep your own eye on this, because most likely the second that I step away from this, it will have already changed. All right, coming back at you guys soon.